Some people take road trips to see the sights. We loaded the dogs, packed the rebreather, and crossed 3 states just to test a cave diving reel. The people needed this review, and if called upon, I will serve. Deep in the Dark sent me this thing, the Pioneer reel. Now I've seen a lot of reels. I've lost a lot of reels. Not in the water, I'm just kind of disorganized. And I've definitely screamed into my loop underwater over a few reels. I'm looking at you, Hollis Seeker. But the Deep in the Dark Pioneer demanded a reel test, so I called in a favor. Enter Nathan Hayes, marine scientist and my longtime dive buddy. Traveled all the way from Hawaii just to get weird with your boy. Nate is seen here in the dive shed, which is totally not a good enough name for our Florida base of operations. So I want to turn it over to you guys. Come up with a good name for the shed. Leave it in the comments. I'll pick my favorites and then you guys can vote on it. So do me a favor and don't vote to name it something like Sheddy McShedface. Back to the reel. The Pioneer is beautifully machined. You can feel the care in every surface, knurling where you want grip, no nonsense where you don't. It's not trying to reinvent the wheel, it's just doing it better. This is a classic sidewinding cave reel, refined to near perfection. The tension knob is titanium along with the axle, the handle is beautiful, and everything moves like butter. We took it to Florida's underwater caves in the Panhandle. Over several dives, we used it as our primary. What a treat that was. Running line can be challenging. It's a perishable skill, and you have to keep up with it. It's critical to your success when cave diving. Running line on dry land helps, but obviously the best way to practice is underwater, and that's your responsibility. Once you've got that covered, your reel takes care of the rest. Line payout is smooth and predictable. With all the flow in some Florida caves, the last thing you want is your reel giving you trouble. It doesn't fight you, it works. For instance, if you're coming out of a cave in flow, you're reeling in while simultaneously being pushed forward. A lot of times, you're literally back kicking to slow yourself down. Whenever possible, you should be pointed into the flow, but when you can't, you have to make sure you don't go faster than you can reel in, or the line gets slack. Instead of being a clean, straight line, it's now all over the place, waiting to ensnare another cave diver. This can potentially become a massive problem. So your reel needs to reel real quick, and that's exactly how fast this reel reels. The handle is cut from solid aluminum. The tolerances are tight, like spaceship tight. The whole thing feels solid and confidence-inspiring. I've had reels that felt like they were assembled by gremlins. This one feels like it came off a precision weapons platform, but without the price tag to match. This reel is the strong silent type. It just shuts the fuck up and does its job. While we're talking gear, Deep in the Dark also sent me over the Outrider Goodman light handle. It came as a match set with the same finish as the reel. This might be the classiest I've ever felt underwater. As you can probably tell, class is something new to me. This thing is built like a tank, just like the reel, and wide enough for my giant hands even with gloves on. If you're tired of cramped, flimsy light handles, this one's a breath of fresh engineering. Now, quick caveat, at the moment, this might be better for the DIYers amongst you. Deep in the Dark is working on rolling out adapters for various lights on the market, but it's not quite there yet. So if you're not into tinkering, you might want to wait. But if you are, totally worth it. Yes, I use tools. No, I didn't void any warranties. Except Underwater Light, dude. Yeah, that one I probably voided for sure. Here's the wild part. This gear is actually affordable. In a world where a bolt snap costs as much as a 2-beer lunch, the Pioneer comes in way under the big names and outperforms all of them. We tested it, we abused it, physically and emotionally.
Dive Rider's the real OG and you know it. You get no bitches. You're a tool and that's all you're ever gonna be. Round ass bitch.
We tried to break it, and we couldn't. Pioneer has officially earned a spot on my harness. It's now my go-to reel for cave dives, and I don't say that lightly. I tried to find something wrong with it, and I just couldn't. Everything about it is awesome. If you're looking for a smaller reel, Deep in the Dark has you covered. Check out the Scout. And if you're looking to really get buck wild in a cave, check out the Exploration Reel. It is seriously mega. Before we wrap this up, I gotta give a massive thanks to my longtime friend and dive buddy Nathan Hayes, marine scientist, cave ninja, and overall legend, for flying out all the way from Hawaii to help make this happen. I couldn't have done it without you, man. And a huge shout out to Chris Williams, a Navy veteran, CCR cave diver, and subscriber who volunteered to help out with filming as well. Thanks, Chris. The footage came out great. Make sure you visit their Instagrams and show them some love, because this kind of project takes a team, and I was lucky to have a great one. And I gotta give a shout out to all the kids at Jackson Blue that were asking about my dive gear. Consider yourselves shouted out. Big thanks to Deep in the Dark for sending a real good reel. A reel that was really worth driving across the country for. If you're a cave, wreck, or tech diver looking for a reel that won't let you down when the silt hits the fan, this is it. Let me know in the comments what reel you really like, and if you've tried the Pioneer yet, or anything else from Deep in the Dark. Huge thanks to my patrons for making these field tests possible. If you want to support the channel and help fund more crazy gear runs like this one, hit the Patreon link in the pinned comment below. Thanks for watching. Dive safe, and I'll see you in the water.